Every story has a beginning, and ours began with a simple desire to honor God, a desire to worship, a desire to create a sound that would touch heaven and transform lives on earth. In 2015, a small group of friends came together, not for fame, not for a platform, but because God placed a divine burden in our hearts, a call to lift His name through music, and to build a ministry that would reach generations. That was the birth of Divine Worship. The vision was simple: to create an atmosphere where people can encounter God, experience His presence, and see their lives transformed. We wanted to be more than musicians. We wanted to be vessels, a ministry built on excellence, unity, sacrifice, and the power of worship. From 2015 to 2021, every single year, we ministered at Hallelujah Night, declaring life, joy, and God's glory over our community. Over the years, Divine Worship has ministered in different places, churches, and gatherings across the United States. Everywhere we went, people shared how the ministry touched their lives, how worship brought healing, how the music strengthened them during their hardest moments, and how God used our sound to reach them. Lives were transformed, souls were restored, burdens were lifted, and it was never because of us, but because the hand of God has always been on this ministry. In 2023, something shifted. God pushed us to go deeper, beyond the stage, beyond the room, and release a sound that would reach the world. That's when we stepped out in faith and launched our first major project. 2 powerful covers, Never Lost on November 2023 and Le Beau Palais on January 2024. These were more than songs, they were declarations. Never Lost reminded people of God's undefeated power. Le Beau Palais became a worship cry for the Haitian community and beyond, and the impact was immediate. Messages began coming from across the US, Canada, Haiti, Africa, Europe. People saying the songs carried them through sickness, fear, depression, and difficult seasons. 1 project, 2 songs, and God used them to touch nations. 2023 became our turning point. It was the moment God showed us that Divine Worship was not just a local ministry, but a voice He wanted to amplify. A year of confirmation, a year of breakthrough, a year that marked the beginning of a greater assignment. But the journey hasn't been easy. We faced challenges, spiritual attacks, personal struggles, inconsistency, losses, and moments when quitting felt easier. The enemy tried to divide us, discourage us, break our unity, and silence our sound. But every time when God showed up, He healed, He restored, He strengthened. He proved again and again, this ministry belongs to Him. And that is why Divine Worship still stands today. Behind every worship moment, there are people, men and women who give their time, their energy, their gifts, and their hearts. Late night rehearsals, uncountable sacrifices, commitment, dedication, faithfulness. Everyone plays a part. Every voice, every musician, every leader, every volunteer. Divine Worship is not built on talent, but on teamwork, unity, sacrifice, and love for God. And now, we stand here, 10 years later, 10 years of worship, 10 years of miracles, 10 years of divine protection, 10 years of tears, laughter, victories, and breakthroughs. 10 years of God proving Himself faithful. We celebrate not just a decade of music, but a decade of ministry, a decade of impacting lives, a decade of God shaping us, molding us, and carrying us. Divine Worship is a testimony, a reminder that when God establishes something, nothing can destroy it. And we declare today, God is not done with us yet. There are more songs to write, more stages to stand on, more souls to reach, more nations to touch. The journey continues. The assignment is bigger, and the glory ahead is greater. This is Divine Worship. This is our story. This is the journey. And by God's grace, we're just getting started.